Former superintendent of schools in Corinth, Mississippi, not guilty, according to jurors. Dr. Travis Childress faced a federal charge for not immediately reporting a teacher who used AI to create explicit images of actual students. The Impact Team's Kelly Cook has the latest in a case she's been following for months now.
Dr. Travis Childress's attorney called this case a misuse of the criminal justice system. The incident gained national attention after a now former Corinth Middle School teacher, Wilson Jones, was caught with AI-generated pornographic images of students on his school-issued laptop in November 2024. A formal complaint wasn't filed until February the following year. At the time, parents were furious. Superintendent Childress did not immediately report Wilson to the police, and that parents and students were not warned earlier of the discovery.
This happened on November 19th. You had a duty as a teacher, professional, citizen of the state of Mississippi by law and failed to report it.
Childress was charged with one count of concealing a known felony. A federal jury found him not guilty Wednesday night. His attorney, Scott Gilbert, sent the Impact Team this statement saying, in part, the evidence conclusively established that it was Dr. Childress who reported Wilson Jones's conduct to the Mississippi Department of Education. Ultimately, the evidence substantiated that Dr. Childress acted in accordance with the legal advice provided by the school board's attorney. Childress was ultimately removed as superintendent last year. In a special Impact Team investigation at the start of the school year, the district's new superintendent, Dr. John Barnett, told us this.
We've evaluated our policies to make sure everything is, updated and in alignment in terms of technology and artificial intelligence, to make sure those are addressed in our policy.
As for Jones, he pled guilty in the federal child sex crime case. His sentencing is scheduled for May 11th. For the Impact Team, I'm Kelly Cook.